YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts, and I'm Watts. I want to talk to y'all real quick. I want to talk to y'all about the Bloodline, but I want to get in depth. I want to talk about the Bloodline and the fact that the Bloodline saga was must-see TV, but it also crippled the WWE as we know it, as we see it today, as seen on TV, y'all. I want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it from the origin. I want to talk about it from the jump, from the get-go. Only way we could do that is start at the pandemic. Let's get into it. So, during the pandemic, 2020, a lot of things was going on. WWE was trying to be creative because Vince McMahon did not want guys sitting out, a whole worldwide pandemic, and he got these people working. But not Roman Reigns. And the reason being is because he had a situation. He's at risk if he's out there. Once they got it all controlled, guess what happens? A little bit after WrestleMania, Roman Reigns starts showing up. But who did Roman Reigns show up with? He showed up with the wise man, Paul Heyman. He formed the Bloodline with Jey Uso after beating him into submission after using Jimmy Uso as a bargaining chip by choking the life out of him. Fast forward, Roman Reigns having the reign of his career, having the run of his career, and he's a Universal Champion, but guess who he runs into? He runs into Brock Lesnar right around the same time as Big E was the WWE Champion, and Big E being WWE Champion, and this is his first time, Vince McMahon, he's not really liking the numbers, not liking what he sees, so on day one, January 1st, 2022, his initial plan was to take the title off of Big E and have Seth Rollins hold it and walk into WrestleMania with it. So, all while that's happening, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns advertised for day one, and there was rumors that Brock Lesnar was potentially going to go over. But all of that kind of disappeared and disintegrated when it was announced that Roman Reigns had COVID, so he would not be competing at day one. So you know what Vince McMahon did, which spiraled this entire thing out of control in the first place. He puts Brock Lesnar in the match between Big E, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and then now Brock Lesnar is added to the mix. And instead of Seth Rollins getting the championship, it ends up being Brock Lesnar. This leads up to a unification match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns that single-handedly ruined the WWE for a while. Like, it was some goods, but it was also some bads in it. Roman Reigns became part-time. We already had Brock Lesnar, who was already part-time. Brock Lesnar loses the strap. He goes after it. He looks for it. Doesn't work. But all while that's happening, Cody Rhodes makes his triumphant return to the WWE, and he has one goal in mind: to win the WWE Championship. So I'm going to stop here. What if Roman Reigns did defend the title at day one against Brock Lesnar, and Seth Rollins did win the WWE Championship? We would be having a different conversation, but I say all of this to say Cody Rhodes would have eventually won the WWE Championship regardless. But I also say that if Roman Reigns lost the Universal title at the time that he did, the Universal Championship would be somewhat freed up, even though it would have been held hostage by one Brock Lesnar, who is a part-timer who don't show up. But what happens here is that frees up Roman Reigns to continue to run terror over SmackDown with the Bloodline. He's so furious that he lost the title that he runs rampant. He crashes out. He loses his shit. And this lasts for a little while, but end up being stopped by The Rock. The Rock shows up. We eventually get The Rock versus Roman Reigns, and the title is freed up. It also opens the door for so many other opportunities. There's so many things that could have happened if day one took place the way it was supposed to take place. I feel like we get Roman Reigns versus The Rock. We get Cody Rhodes being the champion. We get the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens eventually. I feel like we get all of this without the bloodline lasting as long as it did. Hell, we might have gotten Street Champion Solo Sikoa. He was already on pace to win the WWE North American Championship from Carmelo Hayes at some point. So, though the bloodline made so many memorable moments, made history for sure, I feel like all of this happens regardless, without it dragging out for as long as it did, because what we see of the bloodline now is whack. It shouldn't even be called the bloodline no more, if you ask me. Only person that's in the bloodline right now is Solo Sikoa and I guess the Tongas, but not even, because they're not even really blood related. So they're not even, I don't understand. The only one that was blood related was Jacob. So I think that this bloodline thing has run its course, and I truly think that it should have ended in 2023. The latest, 2024. Well, it kind of did. If you ask me, it died in 2024. But it should have ended in 2023. I'm done yapping everybody's ear off, but that's how I feel. I feel like we get to everything that's happening right now in some capacity. We get to this. Jacob Fatu ends up getting to the WWE for sure. Hikuleo ends up getting to the WWE. The Tongans, they end up getting to the WWE. Jeff Cobb, he ends up getting to the WWE. But that's just my take. It didn't take all of this for the bloodline storyline to really elevate. But having a protagonist like Cody Rhodes, it did make it a lot better. But I'm still kind of like, damn, we really could have got The Rock versus Roman Reigns sooner. We could have gotten this sooner. It may never happen now. Who knows? Because, you know, Triple H and The Rock don't really see eye to eye. So it might not ever happen. But yo, ladies and gentlemen, I just kind of wanted to talk about it real quick. I wanted to kind of just, give a different alternative or perspective of what could have happened, what might have happened, should have happened. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm out, y'all. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.